Hi, miseries, how are you? We are back to Venice, Festival of Venice accreditation, and I saw on the 17th of August a movie that is in race. It's a Romanian movie with the director Laszlo Nemes, and it's called Orphan. It's the first movie in race that I saw. So let's start. Before starting, I would like to make a disclaimer because here in festival, this movie is in the center of the controversy because it contains some Hebraism references, so some indirect references, according to some, to Israel. In my opinion, it's not incitation to war or nowadays reflection. So it's not that, and please don't boycott this movie because it's not fair for the director or others. So let's go ahead and let's focus on the movie because I liked this movie. I didn't love this movie, to be completely fair, but I liked it, and there are some interesting parts. And first of all, I would like to start with the father because this our protagonist isn't is orphan, as the title says, and is orphaned by father. So his father is disappeared. We are after the Second World War. So he disappeared and is not going back according to the voices that are going around, and he stays with his mother. And but the father is an important character in the movie, and it reincarnates into an object that the boy sees that go to visit constantly. I don't want to spoil it, so go see the movie to knowing it. So there is this idyllic father that goes versus his real identity because he wants to know it. It is waiting like some movies like Casablanca. Is waiting. Is waiting to come. Is waiting to meet his love. In this case, meeting not his love but his father once again and stay together until the end of the times. But we will see if it will be the case. And at the start of the movie, there is object will be really important because this movie is made up of many objects, and this it is a gun like the Chekhov's gun. It's like the inverse. So if I explain the concept. The Chekhov's gun is once an object is placed into the scene, and you know that it will be used at some time during the movie. In this case, it's the inverse, but I don't want to say it in particular. But there is this element that it will be a really important one during the dissertation and the exploration of the movie. There is a really important theme that is the theme of the innocence. So it remembers me, obviously, the Innocence movie that was present at Cannes 2 years from now. And so the children play with innocence, and they play the adults, but with the hope that they could be better than the ones that grew them. So there is another reference. There is the screen, there is the cinema, there is the stage, and this is so as salvation, a salvation that from starting something new or be afraid of this judgment of the others. The stage will always represent that expression, but sometimes the expression is voiced down, is silenced by the ones that don't agree with us. So the movie goes ahead, and there is a climax in the atmosphere because we go ahead and it comes darker. darker, darker, darker. And this movie about the innocence becomes a movie of violence. There are family violence, yes, I can say that. It's a movie about a condemnation of the abuse, a condemnation of the figure of the man that suppresses child, women, or other men too. So I reflected on the figure of how can I say it, of the machism that represents whole the this character that is a negative character, and the hope, the innocence, and the will to revenge that behavior. So you will condemn a woman or a guy that defends himself or herself against a menace. You should see the grace by Sorrentino, and you will have the answer. But in this movie, the answer is not provided. The answer is like, yeah, it should be right, but I would lose my innocence. I will become violent myself too. So there is this mandation, and I love how there is some parallelism because there are many subplots that develops during the movie, and there is one in particular that is the the friends to lovers one, that it's not predictable. It has a really nice path that leads to have a discover of something deeper, and some love. The love of a child. It's not erotic love. It's I I love you in terms of affect. I will stand with you, even though there are some difficulties during this time. And so I hope that the message of the movie transferred to you with my words. I will start with the things that I didn't like so much. At the introspection, there are many characters, and some are explored in any case, and I would like to focus on the abuse part much more since the first since the first part, because yeah, it arises around the half of the movie. There aren't the intermission during the festival, but I thought about it during the after movie. So yeah, there is another element that I didn't like, which is some facilities in the plot. Some things have to happen because yes, it has to lead to that particular thing. It's particularly relevant in one specific case that regards that gun, but I want not to spoil it. So please go watch a movie. But it's really seeable for me. So there is a thing that I liked, that is the collisionism part. The fact that a boy has to his father, because I say that he is missed, to attach the physical things that belongs to him, or the habits that he pursued. So there is this. So there is another interesting thing that is a socialism, but it arises another problem that it's how can I say it? It's not explored enough. It's all in the substance, but the movie lasts more than 2 hour and a quarter, and I couldn't explain myself because the start is really slow and it takes its time, and I'm absolutely in line with this, but there is some misdirection. It takes many paths, and not of all are closed properly, but overall they are almost closed, but it could have been done better. So yeah, this young look-alike Walker's couple. I don't have its name right now because I'm registering it from a device that can access to another one at the same time. But yeah, it really carried the movie, and this movie will won't win anything because the problematic, because some experiences, because yeah, the men emerge from this movie, but the women not. The women have to stay at their place, and the protagonist too is really uh, without emotion. But I think it was the intent of the director, show a woman that can't do anything, that is can't react, can't respond directly to the menace, to a danger. So yeah, maybe it's not perfect, maybe it has some issues, but there is a coherency overall, and so at least a sufficient. I think it's merited. So thanks for listening to me, and I hope you see this movie. I could not go into details because it has to still go out to the cinemas worldwide. But if you have this chance, with with an interesting night, it could pass easy without any problem. So thanks for watching, and see you the next video and the next movie, which should be The Mother. Bye bye. Bye bye, you all. And but before leaving you, subscribe the channel, put a like on the video, put a comment, do whatever you would like to do. So bye bye.